Hey gamers, welcome back to a brand new DSP video. We are going to be watching this little Ghost of Yote segment. I was debating having this be a talking video or this kind of video, and I decided to do this kind of video so we get the context a little bit more. So get ready. This is quite a video, quite a segment to have, correct? So let's get going.
So, all right, here's the
All
thing.
right.
And I don't know if you guys want to talk about this tonight or we should save this for the podcast on Saturday when I come back.
I
There
already wanted to save for the podcast on Saturday to hype up numbers. When he said this, he says on the Daily Rep as well at some point last week, and I was just like, oh god, like this is already a headache. This segment's already a headache, by the way. And then I was like afraid if he does it on the podcast, it's gonna be even worse. But fortunately, Comcast came in and saved the day by deciding to upgrade the internet. Thank God. Thank you, Comcast.
is a big problem right now trying to figure out what to do with Ghost of Yote. All right, to be frank with all of you, I don't know if I'm going to play it. And
I'm just gonna say my theory is I don't think this urge to drop or skip Ghost of Yote has anything to do with the outrage campaign that's going on. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it's a convenient scapegoat because I think he's playing too many games. Like if Silksong wasn't a moneymaker stream for him, he'd probably want to drop that game. Probably. Because there's nothing else going on right now. He has no other games he's playing, so he needs Silksong right now. So I think he would have skipped. He would have dropped Silksong, but since that's making money, Ghost of Yote is gonna be the sacrificial lamb on the schedule. And I think this is all a convenient pretext for him to just drop it. Correct? That's what I think. It's just at the end of the day, the reason why I think this is because I don't think he believes in anything as to why he wants to drop this game. Like all that he's gonna say, I don't think he believes at all because he played Hogwarts Legacy, which had the same political like drama with people, and when he played it, he did not have this massive statement about other than separate the art from the artist. People deserve to be happy and love each other. Like that's it. You know, basic shit like that. Nothing that's like crazy. Like that's all he put out there. But then when it came to Ghost of Yote, he cannot kind of do the same thing for that game. So he was willing to like kind of tell people to uh uh separate the art from the artist and deal with it basically for Hogwarts Legacy, but he can't do that for Ghost of Yote. Why? Because I guess it's just the outrage is more relevant, so it hurts a little bit more, even though like Hogwarts Legacy is, you know, whatever. But it's just ridiculous. Just play the game. Like all this outrage around Ghost of Yote, I don't think it's gonna affect the game at all. I think it's still gonna sell pretty well. It's gonna find an audience, and that's it. Like there are a lot of people that are gonna skip it, are gonna play it, whatever. Everyone has their own reasoning for it. But what's kind of insane, and this is kind of like the takeaway I kind of want people to have in this video, is that he's basing all of this on Twitter, on Twitter trending and Twitter engagement shit. Like, of course, if you go on Twitter, you're gonna get a lot of outrage because Twitter like focuses and favors like engagement. And what drives engagement more than fucking outrage campaigns? Like that's what Twitter does. And he's kind of like falling for that because of course when you see a lot of people like say I'm not playing the game, fuck this game in big letters and people are like constantly talking about that, of course you're like, oh my god, and whatever. But if you have an opinion, you're a free thinker, you're gonna just make your own decision. DSP is not a free thinker.
I'm starting to get pretty upset Here's why. When I started as a YouTuber 17 years ago, and I was just doing this as a hobby and having fun, it was just about, hey, there's a new game coming out, play it, do a playthrough, whether it's a good or bad game, make fun of it or enjoy it either way. Great playthrough. Here we go. Very enjoyable. We'll watch, right? Today, it's like, well, are you going to play that game? Oh, by the way, are you aware of all the politics that are involved with that game? Do you know of the entire voice
But
acting?
this is kind of silly to say that now people are more like aware of politics and games and this and that. And arguably, you could say that that has always been a thing for years, even 17 years ago, when Anita Sarkeesian was like literally doing actual videos about tropes versus women or whatever the fuck the video series was. People complained about that. People complained about sexism in video games for years. This is not a new thing. The thing that's happening now with it is before it would at least kind of like dissipate to a degree, or it would just kind of move on. It seemed more like quieter, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. But now, since more people are hopping onto this bandwagon because now you can drive engagement, you can make money off of Twitter Blue by getting people to retweet and engage with your tweets. There's all these bad faith actors and grifters that have decided to just make videos just about the politics of stuff and to get people outraged. And it happens on both sides. I'm not going to sit there and say it's one side doing it or whatever. I mean, there's always going to be people looking for a grift to push something, to push engagement, to get people to click on videos. And you would think DSP would understand that, since he tells us every day how YouTube favors drama content and this and that. But he goes on Twitter and he doesn't understand the ecosystem there is the same, where you'll just get tweets that are just outrage fucking tweets all the time, with people who are just saying, guys, can you believe they did this in a video game? And then they get like upset and they cry about it. Like, this is just noise. If it bothers, like, you can make your own decision. If you don't want to support a game because of whatever reason, you're not gonna buy it. That's your decision. But if you're gonna sit there and be like DSP and say, well, people said this game is this, I don't know if I'm gonna play it. It's like, are you a free thinker? Like, this dude is literally not sure to play a game because people are mad about stuff he has no opinion on. What is DSP's opinion on what's going on in the world? Nothing. Just the basic shit you would expect anyone to say, right? That like, come on.
Cast, what their political beliefs are? Do you know if the writer or the director of the game or the game devs?
This is stuff that people can have an opinion over. Like, this has been a thing also in movies where it's like, oh, this director is this like you know, my mom said she's not a huge fan of Denzel Washington because she was like, well, he voted for Trump in the first term. I don't like him for that reason or whatever. That's her opinion. And I kind of was like, yeah, you know, whatever. But I've come around to the point where it's like, at least like Denzel Washington isn't really like pushing his politics like down onto people. Like, he is more just like, hey, I just want to act in movies. I look, you know, whatever. Like, that's it. And I you know, that's fine. You know, as I've said multiple times, I don't blame voters for bad things that happen. I blame people who have the power that cause these things to happen, not the people who vote, because people who vote have a lot of reasons why they vote, whatever. But then you compare it to like James Woods. I can't stand James Woods. I don't like that guy at all. I had to block him because I just don't want to see his tweets. I never want to see this dude's tweets in my feed. It's just, I watch it and it's just horrible. So I blocked James Woods. Because I just didn't want to see the dumb shit I have to read from him. But that's it. These are like my opinions on these kind of things. But I didn't like come to this conclusion because like, guys, Billy Bo on Twitter said that this guy is bad. I agree with that. I don't have to think about it. He said it. Like, this is kind of how DSP, like, travels the world. Oh, a lot of people say this is bad. That must be true. Like, you're not gonna, like, look a little bit more into it. You're not gonna, like, think about what you're seeing. Like, he sees this outrage, and if he doesn't care about this outrage, he doesn't care about politics, as he claims that he doesn't care about, then why is he talking about it? Why is it affecting him from playing a video game?
Devs involved, did they do anything political on the internet to piss anybody off? Because if they did, we don't want to see that game. We don't support that game. We want nothing to do with that game. I'm going to be honest, it's starting to piss me off. If I want to play a video game and enjoy it
Then
on a
do that.
video game quality level, why do I have to do...
Who is stopping him from doing that? Like, dude, like, as I said earlier, I don't like James Woods. I still enjoyed the movie Videodrome. And he was the main character of that movie. I think Videodrome is a decent movie. Like, it was ahead of its time, I think. Right? So it's a good movie. It did not detract from the movie. See, I'm able to, like, enjoy a movie even though it has an actor I don't like in it. Oh, why can't he just do that for Ghost of Yote? Like, there are things that, you know, sometimes I cannot really, like, enjoy something if it's something that's, like, heinous that, you know, just, but it's a case-by-case basis, basically. Like it's a spectrum, dude, but this dude has no opinion on what's going on politically, and he says he doesn't care, and yet he's saying, well, why? So if I play Ghost of Yote, then why do I have to do this political research? He doesn't have to. Why does he have to? Like, who's telling me he has to do that? Because other people do it? Come on.
Painstaking weeks of research to find out what are the controversies around the development of this game before I play it. You know what
I love that he's able to just say that there's all this controversy with this game. There's been numerous games that he played that has, like, some form of controversy. How many times has he used it? I don't know what you're talking about. There's controversy? What are you talking about? He barely knew or understood what was going on with the drama with the the actor of Yagami in Judgment. Like, he barely understood what was going on with that. And now he's like, oh, like, he knows all this about Ghost of Yote. He didn't sound like he did a lot of research doing it because it's a fucking hot button issue on Twitter, right? Come on.
What I'm saying? Like,
You know what
I'm tired of it. And in this case, Ghost of Yote, that's what's happened. First of all, apparently the main character's voice actress is an LGBT activist.
No.
She's a lesbian who apparently has had all these problems on the internet, and now people are coming out and trying to expose her.
Look, if you have a problem with that, and it's to the point where you can't enjoy something, then you're not going to play the game, or whatever. If you don't like what she's about but don't care, and you still want to play the game, you're going to play the game and whatever. Again, as I said, I may not have liked James Woods, but I enjoyed Videodrome. Like, that is a very possible thing, you know? But this dude is sitting there like, oh, this person said this about the voice actors of Ghost of Yote. You don't really have to think about that. You could just fucking play the game. If you don't care, then just play the game. He says he doesn't care, so why is this a concern?
Her, and they're posting her information up, and oh, she's against rich people and making money, but then she posted up a GoFundMe to go on a trip to Japan, and she raised $90,000 of money.
This is kind of like that sentence is a really dumb sentence. He said, she hates rich people, but she opened a GoFundMe. Like, that there's no correlation with that. DSP has a Patreon and he hates CEOs. He bitches about CEOs all the time for being rich bitches, and this dude has a Patreon and accepts fucking donations and tips and shit. But when she does it, it's wrong? Why are you, like, propagating that? Shouldn't you, like, actually empathize with that?
Money. I don't care.
Okay,
I literally don't give a fuck. But people are all about this on the internet. They're freaking out about this.
Yeah, because it's the fucking internet. Like, you go on Twitter, it's just, the trending is just full of anger and outrage and divisiveness. Like, it's so full of vindictive behavior and just anger. Of course, if you go there and you let it like control your fucking view of life, you're gonna be fucking stressed. Like at some point, you're gonna have to look at all this outrage and be like, okay, I'm just gonna play the game. I don't care, and that's it. He should just play the game and just say, separate the art from the artist, dude.
Then, just in this last week, we had the crazy, insane, very unfortunate Charlie Kirk assassination here in the United States. And apparently one of the game developers, one of them, out of the zillion that worked on this game, one of them posted up stuff on social media that they were like happy that Charlie Kirk had passed away. And so immediately the internet went in an uproar. How dare someone do that? Boycott Ghost of Yote. Fire this person. So Sucker Punch fired them. Sucker Punch actually fired this person. But now everyone's on the internet's like, boycott it. Don't play it. Don't do it.
Of course, because here's the thing. If you look into this, look, if you genuinely believe that writer should have been fired for what they posted on social media, then mission accomplished. They're fired. That if you genuinely cared about that, you would move forward to be like and think whatever. There are people who will just say that and not believe what they're saying. Like nothing will be enough for them, which is the other end of that, where it's like, yeah, you didn't really need to fire the person because the people who are like boycotting the game are still not gonna buy the game anyway. Like these are not people who are gonna buy the game anyway. Like there may be a percentage of people who will now buy the game because of that, but there's also a percentage of people who will not buy the game regardless. Like it's just this like endless cycle of like you're not gonna please anyone in this situation, and at the end of the day, if you have no opinion of this and it's like whatever, just play the game and that's it. Like this is stuff that like if you have no opinion on or you don't think or whatever, then there you go. Like you don't need to work yourself into like a fervor over something you have no opinion on. Like why run to have a take on this? Just play the game.
Don't support a company like that. And meanwhile, here I am in the middle. I'm like, geez, all I wanted to do is play a video game. Like, seriously, it's all I wanted to do.
He's acting as if these people are talking to him. And they're not. They're just saying in the void, oh, I'm going to boycott the game. I'm not going to boycott the game. I'm going to do this. Like, and this is how a sheep would act. They'd be like, what do I do? Who should I follow? Who's the alpha male? Who's the leader? Who should I follow? Why not make your own fucking decision then? Like, come on. Grow up.
Do. That's it. I just wanted to enjoy a video game that's a sequel. Well, not really a sequel, but I guess it's kind of the next one in
like,
this.
Like, it's acting as if this is like an active strike, and it's like, you don't have to like obey it, right? Like, there are people who like are still gonna support products despite boycotts being there, right? Like, there are so many posts I've seen over the years saying, boycott Apple, don't buy Apple products. And guess what? People still buy Apple products. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say boycotts don't work either, but they're not easy to, like, pull off either. And it's a very different thing entirely. Like, it's a loaded subject, and not everyone's gonna abide by boycotts. It's hard to, especially if you're trying to, like, enforce it over the internet. Like, it's just not gonna happen. It's not realistic, in any meaningful way, unless everyone is in, like, agreement over what they're boycotting for. But this is another situation where it's a divisive topic that some people are gonna boycott, some people are not, whatever. But if you have no opinion on it, it's not going to matter to you. Like, look at what happened with Konami and Metal Gear, right? After MGS5, people were like, we're going to boycott Konami. Fuck Konami. Guess what? People still buy Konami games. People bought the Castlevania collections, the Master Collection of Metal Gear, Delta, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Silent Hill F. Like, all these games made by a company people, like, hated in 2015 are still getting money from people who said that they drop who wouldn't buy the games. Like, it's just that easy. It's the same thing when people are like, yeah, fuck these pre-orders, and then they go on and pre-order games anyway, because it's just, that's how it is. Like, the best you can do is just do what you think is the thing you want to do. Like, why like, don't seek validation in what you believe with random strangers online. Like, just believe in what you want to believe in. Be open-minded, of course, but at the same time, like, you're the one at the end of the day that makes these decisions.
This iteration or whatever, right? I wanted to enjoy a game that is the follow-up to a game that I very, very much enjoyed from 2020, that I thought that a lot of people basically downplayed because they wanted to make games with a political agenda to the forefront, and they picked other games as their game of the year.
Oh yeah, I picked Last of Us 2. Oh my god, guys! Like, yeah, that game full of politics, even though it's like, it's not even political. Like, the issues that people even had with the game, at least people who actually played the game, it's just the story and the pacing and all this other shit that's in the game. Like, if you talk to anyone who played the game, they would tell you immediately that they didn't like the revenge plotline because it was just kind of like pointless. Like, not, maybe not necessarily pointless, but it didn't really have any like punch to it. Like MGS5, I just recently replayed MGS5, guys. Well, and I think that game has a better story when it comes to revenge than Last of Us 2 comparatively. But then you have like, oh my god, what the fuck was I gonna say? It's just, Last of Us 2 is a game that didn't have a lot of politics. It just had like one character that was transgender, but like that character wasn't even the main character, and the story was actually fine. It was pretty, like, her story was interesting or whatever, right? Correct?
Game of the year picks
Their
when Ghost of
story.
Tsushima, quite frankly, was the best game of 2020. Okay? So, now, do we play it or not? Here's the thing. Like, I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place, and here's why. If I play
This is a self-made cage. He made this cage for himself.
Ghost of Yote, here's what's going to happen. People are going to come to the stream and be like, why are you playing this game? How dare you? Aren't you aware?
Dude, he gets so many posts that he ignores that have the same kind of anger. Why are you doing this, Phil? Why are you begging? Why are you eating a burger? Guess what he tells them? He either ignores them or bans them and says, shut up. But, so why doesn't he just do that for this? And again, he's talking about strangers. You think the average DSP, like, you think Jade is gonna be like, Phil, why you play this? Phil, it's political, why you play this? Jade doesn't give a fuck. Jade enjoys the streams. Like, I just love that he has such little faith in his own audience that they wouldn't just enjoy watching him play a game regardless. That they'd all be fucking drones and just be like, yeah, Phil, we hate the game. Like, DSP is such a fucking NPC, dude. He's literally the meme where that one guy is asking the other person, so what are you upset about today? And he's like, they haven't told me yet. That's DSP. He's literally the NPC guy.
This is a woke game. Aren't you aware that they said this horrible thing about Charlie Kirk and this and that? Has nothing to do with the game, but that's what they'll say. They'll say, I'm not going to come. I'm not going to support this game. I'm not going to watch.
But guess what? When people say this about any other game, he'll say, you never supported anyway. You don't support anyway. But then when it's like a game that like this, oh my god, they may not support it. May not support the stream, guys. But you're not never supported, dude. Why do you care what your not thinks?
I'm gonna watch this game and I'm gonna get low views and people won't support and they'll be all angry with me. Okay? Now imagine the flip side.
But this is, again, this dude like tells his audience every day, we're gonna play games and have fun. Let's not talk about politics. Enjoy games, guys. Separate the art from the artist. And blah blah blah. But then, like, he can't do that for this game. Like, okay.
Flip side, I say, all right, we're just going to skip Ghost of Yote. What's going to happen? People are going to come to the stream. Why aren't you playing Ghost of Yote? It's one of the best games of the year. What are you, some kind of a political sellout? Just
A political shutout? Uh, well, guess what? He is. He would be. If he skips this game, he would be, because the reason why people would say that and they'd be right is literally because DSP has said multiple times, I don't let other people tell me what to do. I am not a sheep. I'm not a sellout. I'm not a shill. I'm not this. I'm not that. If I play a game, I want to play the game for the game. He makes it a big deal to the point he calls other people shills and fake fucks who play games and this and that. But this dude is saying that he may skip the game because of the politics. But I thought you didn't care about the politics. So now you're saying it did affect you, even though you said for years it doesn't affect you. And then he's like, why are people like calling me a hypocrite?
just because people on the internet complain. You played Hogwarts Legacy, but now you're not going to play Ghost of Yote. You're a sellout. You're a shill. You're a...
Yeah, well, technically he is. He has multiple instances in the past of being having sponsorships, shilling product like loot crate or loot box, whatever the fuck, 1-up box, whatever. He shilled Sumo Lounge, Laser Mods. He got a review copy of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games that one time, and he almost didn't tell us until he realized the game sucked. He did the Twitch bounty system, which was a whole sponsorship deal that Twitch gave people. He did a review for Hori. He had a few Hori products he was gonna review that he never did. Like, these are things that make him a shill by his own logic. And then he's like, well, if I don't play this game, they're gonna call me a shill. You are one, bitch. And then this dude tells us he doesn't care about politics and all this online drama, and yet he's telling us he's letting online drama dictate him to not play the game. So what do you think that makes you look like, buddy? Like, you're the one who put yourself in this fucking cage. He literally did this to himself. He had no one else to blame but himself.
You're a piece of shit, Phil. How could you? Whoa! Whoa! Not gonna play Ghost of Yote. You're a sellout. You're a shill. You're a piece of shit, Phil. How could you? Whoa! Whoa!
I love when people like hold him to his own fucking standards. DSP's first reaction is, what? Huh? What? Like, dude, come on. Come on. Wait, so you're telling me that I should have, like, practiced my own standards, huh? Come on.
I just want to play games. That's it. I want to have fun and play games. I keep telling you guys,
then play
what I want to do is I want to unplug from reality. I want to unplug from all of the drama that is going on in real life.
You know what he could do? This, play the game and then just be like, oh, look at me, I'm just enjoying the game. Everyone else online is like losing their heads and ripping their hair out over this game. Well, look at me playing the game and loving life. Why doesn't he do that? He could just do that. And then he could tell us about how he worked out and how he's happy now and he's like, he's eating healthy. He's lifting grocery bags 2 times a day now. Like, I mean, come on.
Life, and I want to have fun with you guys. I just want to enjoy games at face value. I want my streams to be a place where when you're feeling drama, you can come and be like, oh, if I come to Phil's stream, we can forget about all that crap that's going on outside. Instead, we're just going to focus on...
So then why can't he just play Ghost of Yote and do that? Like, what about Ghost of Yote that's going to stop him? Because of a perceived online hate mob that's going to come for him? Like, who said that's going to happen? He thinks this is going to happen. Meanwhile, Hogwarts Legacy, like, there were, like, all these tweets that talked about all these streamers that were getting harassed for playing the game. And, I'm sure there were streamers that were harassed over it, but, like, you go on Twitter and you think it's actually worse than what it is. There were a lot of people who streamed that game and didn't have a problem. Of course, there are people who did get harassed, sure, but you go on Twitter, it's gonna sound like it happened to more people than it did in real life. Because that's just what Twitter is. It just pushes stuff to the forefront to get people outraged. Come on.
Focus on the game. We're going to have fun with him. He's going to fail at the game or do good at the game. We're going to laugh. We're going to have some good camaraderie, go back and forth. It's going to be a great stream. Nice social interaction.
I hate that this dude keeps saying camaraderie about everything now. Yeah, but I'm not going to play Borderlands 4 because that game requires camaraderie. I'm not going to do the camaraderie. Guys, we have a camaraderie. Like, oh my god, dude. Enough.
It's going to be great. And I don't have to worry about that shit. Now, I came to his stream and everyone was just talking about politics the whole stream and was yelling. I don't want that.
It's funny. I think it was yesterday or whatever as I'm recording this. He banned people in his chat for talking about politics and free speech and the Jimmy Kimmel drama and all this stuff. He openly banned people for that. So why can't he just do that for this? Why can't he just time people out? Like, hey, this is a no politics stream. He has a whole rule saying no drama, no politics. But I guess who breaks the rule all the time? This guy.
So, honestly, here's the question. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should play Ghost of Yote or should I skip it? Here's the truth. I looked at the schedule this morning. I wanted to talk about this on the podcast, but I guess we're going to talk about it tonight, okay? I looked at the schedule this morning, all right?
Oh my god. This is a dumb super chat by Danzak. Luckily, you have 17 years of experience, and we'll make the right choice. Danzak. How does DSP have experience? He keeps asking... Like, this dude has experience, and he asks his chat what to do. This is like going to a restaurant, and then the chef comes out and says, "What should I do? How should I cook food?" It's like, what? Like, all you needed to say is pick something off the menu. Like, how should I make money, guys? Like, come on.
If I don't...
Or like a doctor will show you, go to a doctor visit, and the doctor's like, what should I... Guys, should I give you surgery? Should I give you a prescription? What should I do? It's like, aren't you the doctor? No, I have experience, but this is an interactive, meaningful doctor visit. We both get to make decisions, dude.
Don't play Ghost of Yote. In fact, I can read the schedule right now. I'll bring it up, and we can actually formally do this now. Okay? Give me a second here. Let me get the screen up. Okay. So, by the way, Silk Song still says it's running, which it's not. So it's pretty messed up. Here we go. Here's what we're doing now. Right now we're doing Chronos. We are doing Silk Song.
Okay.
We're gonna
skip it. Silent every single game.
We're not getting attendance and support. So what makes me think playing another classic JRPG from the 90s would? One game is highly, highly politically charged with controversy. The other is a basically fan favorite Mario game that I've never played before.
I mean, look at this. Look how he set this up. But again, notice that it's the schedule. That is like the deal. Like, there's all these games, guys. I may have to drop games. And then if there was no political drama with Ghost of Yote, guess what he would have said? Guys, would you rather have me play a remaster of a game that was on the Wii for years? Sure, I never played it before, but it's just a remaster, or the brand new samurai game. But since it's like politically charged, he's like, guys, do you want me to play everyone's favorite game, Mario Galaxy 2, that everyone loves and like does backflips for, or the game that everyone is crying about and hates online? It's like, what a choice.
Okay, after that, we've got the Black Ops 7 open beta on October 5th, which I'll probably play. We got Battlefield 6 coming out. More than enough. It might actually be too much.
Yeah, see, too much. See, this is what I mean. I don't think he gives a fuck about the political discourse of Ghost of Yote genuinely he doesn't give a fuck at all, and he's just using it as a pretext to drop the game. Because this dude is like, he stresses himself out every time. Every time he looks at the schedule, like he rips his hair out. Like he's giving himself stress over like nonsense.
Right?
Like
There literally
he
might be.
doesn't care. Like this is the thing that kills me. Like everyone online, for the most part, believe in what they think about this game. If they're gonna buy, if they're gonna skip it, whatever. For the most part, they have their own like beliefs about that. And they believe in what they think, whatever. DSP doesn't care about politics and is not sure if he's gonna play the game. He has no reason to skip it. Other than like he doesn't want to spend the money or whatever the fuck. Like it's just it doesn't matter. He doesn't care about the political discourse that's going on about the game. It doesn't matter to him. So why is this a problem? It didn't stop him before when other games were political and all this other dramatic shit. Didn't care back then, but now suddenly it's magically a problem. Because he doesn't care. He just wants to drop the game. Because I guarantee if there was no drama with Ghost of Yote, he would have just favored it over Mario Galaxy. But since God gave him the easiest, like, low-hanging fruit excuse, a very easy excuse to drop the game, DSP is gonna take it, even though he doesn't believe in the shit that's going on around it. And even then, like, you could even argue, the drama that's surrounding the game has nothing to do directly with the game. Like, come on. But this dude will sit there and be like, guys, people online said this about this game. I don't know what to do. Why don't you make your own fucking decision? You're 40 years old.
Might be just too much for me to tackle if I do play Ghost of Yote. So maybe it makes sense to skip it, and that way we stop the controversy. We say, fuck this nonsense. I don't want this stupid political bullshit on my...
But you're not gonna stop the controversy. You're actually gonna, like, propagate it, because then people are gonna ask... Like, I love he says he puts himself in a lose-lose situation. If he plays the game, he'll be asked why is he playing it. If he's not playing it, he'll be asked why he isn't playing it. So, regardless, it doesn't seem to matter. Again, this is a bullshit segment to just have an excuse to drop the game because there's too many games being played. Like, that's all that's going on. We have been getting, every year, this same song and dance about, guys, there's just too many games. We may have to drop some games. Every time. And it's to the point where it's like, does he even, like, think about this when he's, like, looking at the hardcore gaming schedule? Like, there's really no reason to skip this game because he doesn't give a fuck about what's going on with the game. And then he thinks that, oh, if I skip it, it's gonna end the drama. No, it's not, because people are gonna call you out for being a hypocrite. Or ask you why you're not playing the game, Philip. Like he just said. So it doesn't matter.
On my streams, and you know people can't control themselves in 2025, they've got to talk and speak up about nonsense. So
why doesn't he speak up? I love that he mocks everyone else for speaking up and having their own opinion in the world, but he can't do that himself. He can't play the game and stand up for his belief in, I'm playing the game for fun. I don't care about this other stuff that's going on. That's just me, man. I'm just playing video games. He can't even stand up for his own fucking beliefs. This dude has no backbone at all. And when push comes to shove, he's gonna crumple. He's gonna fucking fall on his back and he can't get up. He needs life alert.
Maybe we just skip it. All right? I don't know. We have about a week and a half to figure this out.
Like, it's as I said, back when there was this big push to boycott Activision. Remember that? And DSP had no interest in playing any Activision games, coincidentally. So instead of just being honest and saying, yeah, I've no interest in like Activision games right now, whatever, blah blah blah, he decides to join the bandwagon. Yeah, I'm gonna boycott Activision. Fuck them for exploiting their employees. Yeah, fuck them. Even though he doesn't believe that, because he literally he literally said multiple times he had no interest in playing Diablo 2, no interest in playing the Call of Duty Vanguard, whatever the fuck, because it looked boring. He played the beta, didn't like the beta, so there you go. He decided to drop it anyway. Uh, so like all that shit about boycotting Activision is all bullshit. He believes in nothing. He has no beliefs. And if he doesn't care about politics and all this other shit, then why does it matter now? It didn't matter for Hogwarts Legacy at all. But again, it's because he's playing too many games. That's the real reason. But instead of just being honest, he decides to hide behind, guys, there's political discourse in it, even though it doesn't matter to him. It won't affect him. He played other games.
Okay? Actually, we have over 2 weeks to figure this out because it's 2 weeks from. Yeah, it's about 2 weeks to figure this out. Let's talk. Let's figure it out together. Let's talk about it in the next 2 weeks. Let's figure out if I'm playing it or not. But that's what I'm facing. Like, it's not about the game even. It's about these politics behind it. And are people going to be causing problems? Are people going to, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Why doesn't he just play it?
So we'll see.
Like, why
all right.
bother?
Dan Zach did a $5 super chat. He says, luckily you have 17 years of experience. You'll make the right choice. I'll do my best. But it seems like these days.
Oh my God.
So we'll see.
Let's how you read this super chat.
All right. Dan Zach did a $5 super chat. He says, luckily you have 17 years of experience. You'll make the right choice.
He said we'll make the right choice. And he said you'll. Okay.
I'll do my best. But it seems like these days, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. Like, it doesn't matter what I do.
So if it doesn't matter, see, this is like, as I said, if it doesn't matter, then why are you gonna skip it then? If he wanted to play the game, and it doesn't matter if he plays it or not, then why is he letting the online mob win? He mocks so many people for following, for being a sheep. Oh, this person said this, and they all listen to them, and they all do the same thing, and, you know, nobody's a free thinker. And then this dude's like, well, there's a lot of people who hate this game, I guess I have to skip it. Like, I thought you were a free thinker. What happened to that? What happened to being a free thinker, Phil? What happened to being an individual and standing up for yourself and not doing what other people tell you to do? And yet he's thinking of skipping it because other people say to skip it. Okay.
You still have the same people who come by and want to cause controversy and be all pissy about everything that I do. Like, no matter what I did is the wrong choice. And it gets frustrating, right?
And that's what it is as well. Not only is he a little bitch boy about, like, you know, whatever, but the moment you're telling him he's doing something wrong, he gets so mad. Asking DSP to apologize and telling him he's wrong or that he did something wrong or whatever the fuck, that gets under his skin so easily. It is kind of like funny. Like this is kind of why people troll him, because he lets that shit get them like really bad. Because anyone else, if you tell them, oh, you're kind of doing this wrong, you know, if you're like, the thing that's frustrating with him in particular is that he asks for feedback, and then when they tell him that he's doing something wrong, he gets mad about it. Like, it's one thing when you're asking for it, and another when you're not asking for feedback, and then you get stuff that you don't want. Like, if I draw something purposely shitty, and then I get a comment saying, you actually drew the circle wrong. You realize that there's no sharp edges in a circle? And it's like, yeah, I know. That, you know, whatever. It's like, that's one thing. It's a different situation when it's unsolicited versus when it's being solicited. Or whatever. But, like, this is stuff that you have to handle on your own, dude. But this dude will sit there and be like, guys, what should I do? You're telling me I'm doing something wrong? Fuck you! I'm not doing anything wrong! So then what are you looking for when you ask for feedback? It is so funny. He asks for help when he plays a video game. Like, this happened to Silksong, like, last night. And he was like, and people were like, do this. What do you mean, do that? What do you mean? Okay, guys, if you're gonna tell me what to do, be clear. And it's like, dude, you asked for help, and you're being like a bitch boy about it. Like, he was being a bitch about when he set up the gaming PC. He was getting upset at his chat, treating him like shit, and then he had to come back the next day. Guys, I'm so sorry. Because he has fucking problems. He lets it get to him so bad, and he has no, like, ability to like, have self-awareness. So there are times where I may get like overly like angry or whatever, but usually like I usually find catch myself immediately after. I'm like, okay, that was a little much. Like I shouldn't be doing this. Whatever. He doesn't even do that. He does that the next day, which kind of is ridiculous. Like come on.
Huh?
Huh?
I was entered into Bumblebee Farmers giveaway for the host. What does that mean?
Okay, I think this is it. Are we done?
Oh, well, I didn't put myself in. More people on stream now? Oh, yeah, we do. A lot more people have joined the stream, actually.
Okay, I think we're done with the Ghost of Yote segment. Let's just skip ahead a little bit, see what happens.
Don't know how many people would like that. That would also disturb the schedule. So I don't know if we should do noon.
Oh my god, what's
Wins the stream? IHOP breakfast for DSP tries it.
Oh. I hate these food discussions. I never liked food content. Oh my god, oh yeah, this is when he bragged about taking his shirt off. I don't give a fuck. I kind of don't want to listen to his workout routine. I'm just gonna say that.
There's snowflakes. I'm actually the opposite. You understand?
What?
The more on the internet, the only way that they would I want to now say, hey, want to appear on this show and it's going to be all about drama? No, stupid. I don't. Don't you get it? For me, it's different. There's a lot of people out there on the internet. The only way that they can get any kind of attention or support from anyone is to cause drama.
He says this, and again, he doesn't understand that, the people are making a big deal out of Ghost of Yote. Not all of them may be, not all of them may be good faith actors. You know what I'm saying? They all may just be doing it just to get clicks and attention. That's just how it is sometimes. But whatever. Okay.
I'm actually the opposite.
He's the opposite.
You understand? The more that I stay away from it and I focus on gaming and positivity and fun variety with my audience, that's when I thrive. That's when I get people who come by and support. Why would I want to involve myself with drama? Right? The truth is, I got out of the rut I was in last year. I was stuck in this rut. I got out of it. I'm good now. I got a brand new setup. I got awesome.
You got out of the rut by doing drama. Again, back when, in the same videos, yeah, so if I skip the game, they're gonna call me a sellout? Huh? What? But, dude, you literally did drama the same year that you said you wouldn't do drama. He did drama content for 6 months while Jade was crying, begging him to stop, and DSP kept doing it to make money. And he's sitting there saying, yeah, you gonna think I'm a sellout? I mean, you act like one. You act like one, dude.
Support from both 2 different streaming services. I got people watching and supporting every single day. People are asking, when are you going to play this game? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do this? They want me to do a million things at once. I'm in demand to do these things, right?
This in demand, so he's been in demand for fucking years. He said this all the time. What reality is he living on? If you're, oh my god. Okay.
So I'm happy. Why then do I say, well, let's get out of that success and go back to drama? So that way I'll piss off my regular viewers who support me.
But what if that's variety?
I'll just create more nonsense, toxic things about me on the internet. No. And you know what it is? This year, do you want to know why my detractors are angry? Because I'm not giving them much anymore. Did you notice that? In my previous life, I would have told you everything going on.
This brag is it's so dumb. He bragged about this since 2018. 2017 is the start of it. It was him learning that ability if you want to call it that. And then he just bragged about it every year. Yeah, I'm not giving them any information. Yeah, because you don't need to. If you're there are so many things he doesn't have to tell us, but he forces himself to tell us sometimes.
Going on in my life, I would have told you all about.
Again, it's all opportunistic. It's very easy to say I'm not telling you anything in my personal life when you're making a lot of money, right? You don't have to beg to pay your bills when you're making a lot of money. The moment, let's say that all his whales went away, they all left, and no more whales come to DSP streams. Guess what he'd be doing? Guys, please support, I need money to pay my bills. But since he has whales, he never has to do that. So of course, he's not doing it as much anymore. It's very easy to do that.
All about why I had to be away from streams for a week. I would have told you about everything going on with my wife and my personal life. I would, you know what I mean? I would have documented it all. Now, there's really nothing to talk about. They are grasping at straws because it's boring. The stuff that they're trying to do to make drama, I'm not a drama guy. You know what I'm saying? So
Then what?
there's nothing to work
He
with.
says he's not the drama guy, but we have seen right now, as I'm recording this, he has like commented on multiple troll videos of LTG and Wings. And this is the guy that says that people who watch and participate in drama content are miserable people. And guess what? He watched a LTG detractor video, comment on that, calling him a bitch because he like, you know, let's talk about this as well. You know, this will be a full video, I guess, a full Theo style video. But this dude literally went to these other troll channels and made it about himself, dude. He watches LTG video. I don't know what video it was, and I don't care. But he watches this LTG video and comments, "This guy is a bitch. He's been running from me from playing Street Fighter, and he lives in the ghetto, and he's a racist, and blah blah blah." And it's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're watching a video shitting on LTG and you want to make it about yourself? Like, because he knows he can get clout from it. Like, this is the thing. Like, I remember there was like one time I was streaming talking about this LTG shit, and someone in my chat was like saying like, "Theo, you know that LTG is a bad person, right? He sucks, right?" I'm like, you realize that these two people suck ass, right? They both would fucking like, they both suck ass. Like, there's no reason to prop one lolcow over the other. And it's kind of ridiculous that every time I've seen people like shit on both people, it's always like they have to play defensive of like, yeah, I'm not saying that LG is a great guy when I say this or whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, these two people suck ass. Sure, there's different degrees of sucking ass, but like, DSP is not the kind of guy to prop up because at the end of the day, you're gonna be fucking milked from the guy. That's all this is. This dude is a fucking parasite. Like, say what you will about LTG, but at least LTG sucks on his own. And he doesn't bring other people down with him for him to suck. He sucks by himself on his own. DSP not only sucks as a person, will shut someone else, and then will have you be leached from. So you'll in turn also look bad in the discourse. Like, it's just, he's a fucking weed. Like, you have, the moment this dude fucking grows in your garden is fucking dead. Like, you're gonna have to fucking change your entire fucking ground, or whatever the fuck. You're gonna have to reset everything, because this fucking weed has planted his fucking roots in you.
Work with. They have to literally make shit up, and idiots
He
bring
goes to Wings, and guess what? Yeah, I blocked Wings. Yeah, what a prestigious block. Wow, DSP blocked Wings? That he never did that before, and then he would just unblock them. Like, he blocked RTU, unblocked RTU, blocked Keem, unblocked Keem, blocked Keem again, unblocked Keem, unblocked Rich, says I'm done with Rich, talks about Rich, says he's done with Rich, talks about Rich. Yeah, getting blocked by him is so prestigious, dude. It's like Hideki Kamiya. Like, when Kamiya blocks you, yeah, man, that's DSP. But at least Kamiya, like, once you're blocked by Kamiya, I assume you stay blocked. DSP will probably unblock you, unless you're a troll and nobody. But if you have clout, you're gonna get unblocked. This dude is so self-centered, and he goes to other people's drama to make it about himself, and he puts himself on a fucking pedestal. In both instances. It's insane. Oh, man.
bringing up certain detractors. Yes. Now tell me, out of all the things that those detractors you're bringing up say, how much of it is true and how much of it is gross over-exaggeration, purposefully taking things out of context, completely extrapolating on shit to say that it's something that it's not? Probably 80%. Maybe, arguably, I make a mistake.
I mean, that's kind of true, but he does the same shit to other people. It's kind of like, uncharitable when he does it, because he will not give anyone else the benefit of the doubt when it comes to, like, let's say that a troll like clips LTG out of context, and DSP watches that. He's not giving LTG the benefit of the doubt. He's like, guys, do you know that LTG said this on a stream? And it's like, what if it's out of context, dude? Like, and he also like extrapolates on a lot of stuff. I believe, Doob, that he even said that LTG rage quits games, like rage quits fighting games, and all he does is go to dashboard during super, and he doesn't do that because he can't handle it. It's just he doesn't want to watch the fucking cutscene of a super, which has been a discourse in fighting games for a while. But DSP wouldn't know that because he doesn't care. But he does the same shit all the time. Like, it's ridiculous.
Mistake here or there. I say something stupid. I play something. I rage at a certain person in the chat that pissed me off. It's not every day. It's almost never, ever happen.
He acts as if LTG rage quits every day. Does LTG rage quit every day? I don't know. I don't watch his streams. But if I listen to DSP, I probably would think that.
Anymore. So because of that, they have to make shit up.
They have to make shit up.
Constantly. So I pay no attention to any of it. I'm not kidding you. I've paid no attention to anything that these idiots have said or done in many, many months. It's only when you guys come to my chat.
I love he says this, but he told us that he has people logging people who are restreaming him. Okay.
That I even am aware of any of that stuff, okay? So here's the truth. If someone said reached out to me right now and said, hey, Phil, we're been interested in having you on our show because we're going to be talking about the history of YouTube. And right now, some interesting stuff is going on with YouTube in regards to ad revenue changes, right? These videos now, they're not counting views anymore for videos that are on ad block. And being that you've been in the business for 17 years, you probably have a lot of data. You probably have a lot of interesting things you could.
Yeah, why would they talk to you? You don't know anything about the fucking YouTube algorithm. And he has been wrong in the past about some of this stuff, or he at least been, like, taking other people's opinion from it. He has no opinion of it. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, when this whole thing about the restricted mode was going on, he downplayed the fuck out of it, even though, like, whatever, right? It's ridiculous. Whatever.
You could talk about. Can you come on the show and be part of a panel? Talk all about.
They probably want to talk about people who are successful about fucking YouTube algorithm anyway. Why would they want to talk to a nobody?
This topic? Sure. Hey, Phil, we're covering the old days of Street Fighter. We like to talk about grassroots Street Fighter, what it was like to be in arcades back in the day, the big four games, your history as a
I love he keeps saying the big four games. Is that even a term in the FGC, the big four?
Competitive player and your involvement with the FGC as a tournament organizer, what it was like back then. Hey, we want.
Yeah, but there are other people who have been tournament organizers that are much more interesting to talk to than this has been. And, like, come on. And all his tournament organizing, at least from what I've seen, he has been very prejudiced against Guilty Gear. Like, it seems every time I could think of, I just vaguely remember him bitching about people wanting Guilty Gear at his tournament. He's like, I can't believe they want this game, or whatever the fuck. It's ridiculous.
We want the dirt on the early days of competitive Street Fighter. What was it like to be going to the early Evos and things like that? And all that. I have a wealth of knowledge. No one asks for that. It's always toxic shit. Can we talk about...
But why doesn't he talk about it then? Why doesn't he have a FGC series of videos of talking about the old days?
This dirty laundry from 10 years ago? What about this comment that you made on a stream out of context from...
But, they bring this up because, unfortunately for him, he asks us to go to the source and ask him this. And, like, when they want to know, like, whatever. And this, again, also, like, if people are going to ask him these questions, he can just turn them down. Like, not, and he's not entitled, like, he kind of acts as if he's entitled to have these videos about the FGC and this, that. He's not entitled for shit. Like, they're not thinking about him because he doesn't practice the FGC anymore. Because first off, okay, let's talk about this aspect where he can talk about the old era FGC, right? How would he know what to compare the old Evo to the new Evo outside of, oh, there's more money in it? Like, he doesn't even know the people who go there. He assumes that everyone that goes to Evo are in it for the money. There's nobody that participates in Evo that are in it for the love of the game. He accuses everyone who goes to Evo as shills. So why the fuck would anyone want to go to this guy to ask him, yeah, how is old Evo like? When he has no opinion or any idea what's at new Evo. He thinks that the Evo numbers now is the lowest Evo has ever been. Evo's been going up and down with like registration for years. And he also doesn't really like picture that maybe the numbers are low now because of other reasons, financial reasons, political reasons, whatever reasons. I mean, all this shit's been going on, and he's like, yeah, they should come to me and talk to me about it. Like, what does he know?
From 4 weeks ago that sounds horrible when it's out of context. What about this thing about your wife? No, fuck you.
Fuck you.
I just have no interest in you. Zero. So that's what I mean. If anyone wants to talk to me intelligently, I'm always available. But who wants to? Have you heard anyone? And the truth is, and I said this recently, I'll reiterate this.
You know what? Remember when he talked about he was going to play with Justin Wong? What happened to that? Remember that? Remember when he was like, I'm going to play with Justin Wong on TVS2? Yeah, we're going to do that Thursday? And he never did it. He only just played him one time and that was it. What happened to that? Like, I love that, like, and I've made this complaint all the time because he has always bitched about this every time that he's complained that people have not reached out to him. Why doesn't he reach out to other people? He tried doing that before. And to varying success, to be fair. But why doesn't he do that again? Like, supposedly he reached out to Kino Casino, which I think is a degree true, but whatever. He did that, but that was for drama. Why can't he do that for something positive? Take that same energy and put it towards positive content, right? Correct?
Yes, okay? I have reached out in the last year. I reached out to several different parties who I thought I would be interested in working with, whether it was gameplay, whether it was being on a show or a podcast or a panel discussion about many different topics. You'd be shocked at some of the interesting topics that I thought I could add to, okay? Admittedly, sometimes you don't get any response at all. You're like, okay, they think that I'm nobody. They don't give a shit, right? But you'd actually be surprised at the amount of people who did respond. And the response that I got every time was, oh, you're serious? Because, wow, that would be an interesting piece of content, but you have to understand, dude, you are one of the most stalked people on the internet. If we do a show...
Oh, my God, dude, he's the most. Yeah, he beats out Christian. Yeah, definitely.
...with you, that now means we can expect that our show, our entire cast, all the staff involved, everyone on our Discord, and everyone will be now harassed by your detractors and doxxed on Kiwi Farms. It's just like a given. Anyone who involves themselves with you get harassed, stalked.
When did that happen? Again, he played a game with Justin Wong. Justin Wong has a video, and like Justin Wong wasn't like shitting on DSP at all, and he was actually like praising Justin Wong. Justin Wong was praising Justin Wong. Justin Wong was praising DSP's gameplay and shit. Was he added to Kiwi Farms and people attacked Justin Wong for saying anything? I mean, if anything, people thought that he was being facetious. But, I mean, who's to say if he was or wasn't? The point is, he did say, like, oh, he's pretty good at this, whatever. Like, there has been people who have given DSP props for how he played fighting games. Did they get attacked? The only people I've seen get attacked are people who like wail out and act bizarre. I mean, that's not to say that I support that or I agree with that, but it's very telling as to like what's going on here, right?
And doxxed, and we can't have that. Like, our content has to be safe for our viewers, for ourselves. We can't have our family members involved. We don't want to be involved with that. So it's not me. It's not, oh, wow, that would be a good piece of content to involve you in it.
But you know what? It's not. The thing is, we also know that DSP does this all the time. He talks to someone and says, so you want to do a co-op stream? Yeah, man, that sounds good. Yeah, but by the way, I have a lot of trolls, and they're gonna attack you, and they're gonna, like, fuck you up in many ways. And you're gonna be on a database, and then they're gonna, like, find all this stuff about you guys. So you want to do that collab? And then what do you think they're gonna say? Like, this thing will always tell you, by the way, I have trolls. They're gonna come for you if you touch me. So of course they're gonna say no. He makes it very easy to say no.
It's not you. It's all that vortex around you. That's what's bothering us. And we don't want to have a piece of that vortex.
Because
We
again,
don't want to.
why was he able to do that wrestling podcast? Why was he able to do the quartering podcast? Why was he able to do he did like quite a few shows, surprisingly, kind of. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if this dude fucking DMs people and says, "Yeah, man, you know they're gonna get attacked if you do stuff." Like, he did it to his own fucking wife. Yeah, Kat, this is my girlfriend Kat. This is back when he introduced her. Yeah, the trolls are gonna make fun of you, and then they're gonna like harass you. They call you a horse. You know that, right, Kat? They call you a horse. They think you're an escort too, and then they thought this, and they thought that. So yeah, she's gonna be in my content. Color me surprised when she slowly started to walk herself out of the content, and then to reintroduce herself to Dog Island, to then never to be seen again. Geez, I wonder why.
Want to be a piece of it at all. We want to stay away from the vortex. To which I'm like,
okay.
Well, I don't know what to say. I can't make the vortex go away. And this is also when people say you have to cultivate a positive community around your content. I would love to. But the problem is whenever a newcomer comes to my content and they start watching and engaging and supporting, all my trolls contact them and say, why are you supporting DSP? Why are you
I love that he says you have to like nurture a positive fan base or whatever the fuck, and he immediately goes to, well, if they give you money they get attacked. You realize you can nurture a positive viewer base by not having it be tied to financial gains, right? Like, the reason and the criticism of that is not even about how other people react to viewers or supporters. You go to his streams and look what he does. Again, as I said, when he was playing Silksong, he was getting upset at his chat for not being clear on how to help him. He doesn't let them talk about like fucking sports or whatever the fuck. He doesn't like he gets very angry with them, and then like he says like, guys, you want to see me eat a burger, right? You want me to do that? And he like hypes up making money, and then he like mocks them. Like, I think it was in this same video where he's like, yeah, you guys are very easily entertained, right? Because I took my shirt off. Like, that being positive? You're kind of like saying like they're kind of stupid. And he does think his viewers are stupid. There are multiple times you can kind of sense the contempt he has for his own fucking viewers all the time. It is like so funny that one of the people that shut on his viewers the most is DSP, and they all come back to him. It's so funny.
Why are you saying positive things about him? And then they go to their Twitter, and then they go to their Blue Sky account, and they go to their Facebook, and they go to their
yeah, everyone goes to their Blue Sky, yeah, definitely. Every DSP fan is on Blue Sky, yeah, definitely. And then I see, come on. Out of the 5 people that are on Blue Sky, I know that's not true. I know it's not true.
Their TikTok, and they go to their Instagram, and they go to their YouTube channel, and they go to their Twitch channel, and they harass the fuck out of them. So I don't want nothing to do with that. Damn, I didn't know it was so serious. Watching DSP and trying to be a positive part of his community now means that I need to be harassed full-time on the internet, and then they leave.
But these sites have
blocked. You cannot cultivate a positive community.
Except for Twitter, because Twitter's blocked is whatever, but you can block people on these sites. Like, that's a very possible thing. I mean, of course they can make a sock account, but I mean, make them work for it.
When you're surrounded by a cloud of toxic losers, and there's nothing I can do. I've given up trying to get rid of them. They're never going to listen. So I just go on my merry way doing what I can.
But again, nurturing a positive audience and all this stuff has nothing to do with that. This is like, he's saying I can't do that because I can't control the forces that I can't control. Okay, but why do you have more positive energy in your own fucking content? Okay.
And sadly, I guess collaborations are not going to happen. I've waited for people to reach out and say, hey, would you do this with us? Would you work with us?
Yeah, waited.
It never works out. In the end, they just find out, oh God, we're gonna get harassed again. We're gonna end up on fucking Kiwi Farm. So forget it.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Are we done?
Okay.
Okay.
I received a $5 tip. Depends on what kind of content. It depends on only is it physically stressful and annoying because now you have the schedule you have to adhere to and the long hours and the commuting and all that shit. But then the mental take, which no one talks about. The mental take that you work your ass off day in, day out. And do you ever feel like you're appreciated? Do you ever feel like actually
Oh my
someone at that company
God.
you're working for cares
Grow
about what you
up.
say or do or anything? Or are
Oh
you just
my
a number on a
God.
freaking spreadsheet? And the moment that
Dude,
it benefits
this thirst of validation is so childish. Yeah, of course, your job may not, like, respect you. I mean, whatever. But I mean, arguably, there's a degree of, like, how much a person can take. I mean, usually if it goes further beyond, I mean, it's a different story. But, like, when it comes to, like, oh man, they don't suck my dick, guys. I go to work and they don't suck my dick. Like, you're asking a little too much at that point.
that company more, they just cut you, right? Or they reduce your hours, or they take down your pay or your benefits or your bonus or whatever it may be. Who cares? You're just an asset. Cut the asset, right? That's what it's like. I know. I've been there, and I'm sorry
Yeah,
that that's what
man,
it's
of
like for most
course.
people when they work. I know how insanely lucky I am to be living the dream. And I'm incredibly grateful. I say it every day.
See, it's so easy to say this when you're successful, dude.
Told you. I I wouldn't insult any
What?
50-cent tip. I'm going to throw you another contribution for answering me respectfully and not insulting me. Why would I insult you?
Oh my god, it's this shit where you ask a question that's like that a troll would be banned for, like, oh, whatever, and then he acts super duper modest, like, yeah, I understand. You're sacrificing yourself, and nobody sucks your dick, and it's amazing, and like nobody cares. And then the dude will like say, "Phil, you did not ban me. You're amazing." And like, what? I would never attack. But see the trolls. This is such dumb LARPing bullshit. Like, I don't even want to call it a LARP. It's like, this is the question. Let's go back to the question.
Let's see here. On, the timing of it all. Can't tip the bucket says, wondering if I would want to collab in the future. It all depends on a lot. But, I have no idea how late Little Caesars stay. The triple tasting.
Oh
Well,
my
let's
god.
crush it. I'm here. That's actually a weird name. 2 more to go. Am I still interested in opening my own Italian restaurant? Here, I screwed myself over financially. It is what it is. I actually genuinely hear you another contribution for answering me respectfully and not insulting me. Do that.
Oh my god. It's further back.
Number on a freaking
Here we
tweet.
go.
Those jobs to be a meeting, you got to do right. Job. Fan who has to wake up from. Let's see. Is this humility is a fantastic quality? Do you have that to admit that you have a dream job? I'm asking as a fan who has to wake up from 6 a.m. and work a hard job till 6 p.m. daily to make ends meet. I'm no hater. Of course I have a dream job. Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
like, I'm no hater tells me a lot. Like, the question itself isn't bad, but this dude is like, he says it in a way that obviously he's not gonna take it negatively because of, like, of course he's not gonna take it negatively. If you're like, yeah, Phil, you're a piece of shit. Like, I work from 6 to 10, and you think your job is a me or whatever the fuck, right? But it's a basic question. Of course he's gonna say, yeah, jobs are hard. If only people sucked your dick.
Know nothing, do nothing idiots who are my money dinner to go somewhere with my wife.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Things going and continue to do this. Context. Who internet who hate? Of course it is. Again, that's the people misconception.
And
Why
then he
would I?
gets this, and he's like, "You didn't shit on me, you banned me. You're amazing, Phil. I love you." And then he's like, Huh? I would never do that. I'm an amazing guy. I love everyone. I love people. I love Lamp.
I insult you. I I
I
wouldn't
I
insult
don't
anyone who's asking a genuine.
I don't insult people who ask questions. Okay, this fucking guy is asking me, um, uh, do I like spiders? He got mad at someone asking him that, by the way. He did get mad about someone asking him if he likes spiders, and he got pissed about it, and then the next day answer another insect question. Like, it's whatever. But this dude, because it's like, come on.
Genuine question? Absolutely not.
Like, dude, he says this, but he freaked the fuck out over being told he was cringe. Excuse me, you're cringe. Eat, eat a spoon.
Again, it's a misconception. People think that just because you ask me a question, it's not like you're not kissing my butt or something, that I'm gonna be like mean to you. No.
This is
That's
like,
that's always, again, that's the people taking stuff out of context to make me look bad. That was a
and
genuinely
then,
interesting
and then
question.
here
What you
we
asked me
go.
about, do I think this is a
Let's
dream
talk
job?
about the
And think
fucking.
about the other jobs that other people
Dude,
have. Of course
like, do you have the humility to say this is a dream job while I work as a 9 to 5?
it is. Like, what? Honestly, I want you to think about this. Here's a follow-up to your
Not a
answer because
hater,
I think
by
you
the
deserve
way.
it, okay? With all the people on the internet who hate me,
On the internet.
right? For whatever reason, because who even knows? I think these are unhinged people, right?
Yeah, we're all
With
on
all
him.
these people who
Ah,
hate me,
yes.
who clip me, who repost me out of context, who say nasty things, who say right awful things about me, about my family members, about everybody, right?
Things
Why do you think
about
it is
me.
that I continue to do this? Honestly. Because I could walk away right now. I could turn off this camera and I could walk out and try to get a job. And I'd probably end up working 2, 3 shitty
Yeah,
jobs to
sure,
keep
buddy.
things going and make
Yeah,
ends meet and pay.
can you imagine DSP working 3 jobs? Can you imagine? He'd probably die. His back would explode. His back would explode. His knees would give out. Uh, his jowls would deflate even more. The snort sacks would explode. This guy can't work 3 jobs. He can't even. He could barely work one. He could barely work one job. I mean, this dude was panicking over playing video games. You think he'd work 3 jobs?
And pay for this house, but I could do it, right? So why wouldn't I do that? Why do I put up with the online harassment, with the stress, in and out every day, all the awful things said about me on the internet? There's 2 good reasons why, all right? Number 1, because this is my dream job. I would like to do this for as long as I possibly can and make a living doing it as long as I can, and I want to be the person, the day that I decide to retire and hang it up and say I'm never streaming again, that I say, it's my choice, I now officially retire, good night everyone, and thank you for an amazing run, okay?
Yeah, right.
I love it. It is absolutely my passion and where I want to be for work, okay? Really.
Really?
The other factor is, and here's the other thing that no one seems to understand, outside of the realm of the internet, all the things that people say about me on the internet don't matter.
Okay.
When I leave my house to go get groceries or to go somewhere with my wife, to go shopping or to go on a nice little day out, which we're going to do over the next couple of days, we're going to have some time together, which is really nice. When we go to dinner, do you think that anyone in real life outside of the realm of the internet gives 2 shits what anyone says about me on the internet?
No way.
No. You want to know why?
Whoa.
Because my money is just as green as everybody else's. Nobody gives a
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
So why do I care if a bunch of know-nothing, do-nothing idiots who are eternally...
I like he says this, but he will always tell you if there's like if he knows that there's like some like important rumor that he needs to nip in the bud or whatever the fuck, he will address it immediately. Like, I don't want people to think this, so I have to talk about it. But now it's like, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Okay.
really stuck online care if they like...
I love it. And then you talk about people who are eternally online. They're stuck online and blah blah blah. As in the same fucking video, he was just complaining and crying about fucking uh the online discourse about Ghost of Yote. He's like, I don't. Who cares? Blah blah blah. There's like, guys. People online said this. Like, this is like that's terminally online behavior.
they like me or not and say nasty things about me. No one on the real plane of existence cares about that.
So then why do you need to skip Ghost of Yote then? I just love that this stream, it's like the duality of Phil. He's like, guys, there's a lot of hate about Ghost of Yote. It's really political. Then this guy's like, nobody cares what I do. Nobody cares what I say. So then why was it a problem? Oh, it's just an excuse to drop it. Of course.
No one. I have the same rights and privileges as every other person. So why do I don't care. Go ahead. Make fun of me, whatever. I know I have a dream job, and I'll continue to enjoy.
Alright, I think that's it. There's really nothing else, because, everything else you've already seen and know it's all dumb bullshit. There's like you're obviously gonna watch anyway, that's just, oh, he's talking right now. What's he gonna say?
Or anything like that. Right before I get on stream, I do a set of something. Exercises. Today I did bench press. I did a quick set.
Remember when he told us, you're not gonna know what workout I do. Like, people ask him what kind of workout he does, and he tells us that's personal information. Now he's just telling us, yeah, I work out. I do bench presses.
Yeah, just boom, hammered it out. You got the blood flowing, got my breathing going, got the adrenaline pumping for the stream. I'm like, all right.
Dude, it is so... Listening to him talk about this, it's like... It was driving me up the wall a little bit, because it was just like, literally, he was sitting there like, yeah, you got the adrenaline, you get the energy going, then you got the healthy stuff, then you got the hormones. I'm like, you're like in your 40s. I don't think your body is like producing any more hormones, buddy. I think you're... I mean, I'm no scientist, I'm no doctor, but I don't know, I mean, do people generate hormones at that age? You know what I'm saying? I always thought it was through puberty that you got the hormones pumping, not in your 40s.
Get a little bit of pump going.
All right, get a little pump going.
Put it out.
This dude's English is like insane.
Got the blood flowing, got my breathing going, got the adrenaline pumping for the stream. I'm like, all right, get a little bit of pump going. It's good stuff.
Get a little pump going. He talks like he's a fucking robot. Yeah, I gotta get my the pump mechanism going.
Couldn't see the stream. They couldn't chat. It wouldn't load. Looks more peach than always come through. Depending, it looks reddish pink. It doesn't.
This is so. Oh my god, this is such a bad color scheme. Jesus, dude. Like, how?
What's up, Chris? How are you? Chronic Copper Chef. Yageti Eddie Chill is there. Something. Exercises. Today I did every day. I'm not. This is not kidding or anything like that. Right before I get on stream, I do a set of something. Exercises. Today I did bench press. I did a quick set. Just boom, hammered it out.
Boom.
Got the blood flowing, got my breathing going, got the adrenaline pumping for the stream. I'm like, all right.
All right.
Got a little bit of pump going. It's good. Last night seems to be working today. It says Eddie.
Get a pump
yes,
going.
It's two things. It's my camera, and like I can tell you right now on my monitor over the light behind me, as you can see, both PCs, all the lights on the walls, the lights behind me are all crimson red for silent.
Like, do we really need the PCs to be red?
He left today. I look sunburnt. Yeah, because supposedly my internet's going to be off. That was like an expansion, like maybe during a podcast. Warriors from years ago, only now on Switch 2, or like a port at some point. I don't even know when it comes out, because I thought, boy, good to see you. Good morning.
What?
Hobo X, I never saw the Hyrule Warriors trailer. No, I never watched it. Maybe we could at some point. I don't even know when it comes out, because I thought, legitimately, I thought during that Nintendo Direct that was like an expansion for that Hyrule Warriors from years ago, only now on Switch 2, or like a port to Switch 2.
No.
I didn't know it was a genuinely new game.
Wow.
I had no idea. So I should watch it at some point, maybe during a podcast.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow. There is a podcast, because I don't know when it's coming back. Like, for example, someone contacted me and they said, what ends up happening is early in the morning, like 8 a.m., Comcast will text you and say, hey, the internet...
we're going to hear this for the rest of our lives about fucking Comcast attacking him. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was a fun one. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. All right. Bye. Bye, everybody.